in a minute. Yes. Huh? Oh Lord. I'm sorry. I just got the church that I pastored in Longview, the pastor died, and when I came to LA, I left the church with a daycare center. I left the church with the YMCA renting our gymnasium. So the YMCA was renting a gymnasium, daycare center, monster parking lot, 2,000 seat church with 20% of the city, of the black folk in this city were members of the church when I left Longview to come here. The church right now cannot get insurance. The air conditioner is broken. They could not have the preacher's funeral in the church. The daycare center is boarded up, windows everywhere. They can't use the gym. It'll take $400,000 to $500,000 just to put the church back in order, to get it together. So they had a vote tonight, and they made a lot of sense because they just voted the assistant pastor. They decided they don't want him, and that's a good thing because obviously he's a part of the problem. So now they're open to find somebody. Now I told them I'll put the church back in order. 3 things. One, I have to have a say as to who the fella is that's going to be, or the lady, whoever is going to be running it. I'll put it back in order. I'll put the money up. But I have to have that. Number 2, when the receipts come in on Sunday, they put them in the bank on Monday and send them over here, and I pay the preacher and I pay the pastor. Number 3, it now becomes City of Refuge Longview. So you know I'm going to keep my money because ain't nobody going for that. So now they're searching for a new pastor now. That's going to be interesting to have a very comprehensive list. Did you see that?
Yes.
All right. And we might need 1 or 2 counselors in that aspect, and that wouldn't be from a voluntary standpoint. We would find a way to pay whoever it was that was operating in that space.
But I will be willing to offer my time freely.
All right. Well, we'll take free.
Do I have to beg you to take free?
No, you know, no hard convincing on that. But at the same time, you know, it's always good to be able to compensate either whether you receive it or not. It's always good to be able to do it, and we thank God for that ability for sure. So we're looking at the kind of attitudes that surround how men view themselves, and we're also looking at the mental health aspect coming from substance abuse into normalcy, and the relationship between the two, and the time and the work that goes into all that. So yes, okay. Anything else? Come on, brothers.
Good evening, Bishop. My name is Michael Johnson. I've always been very impressed with your business savvy.
Okay.
So I would like to create a training on how to start businesses, working businesses from a biblical standpoint. That would help young men, help men in business to go to the next level spiritually, with biblical principles in how to really do well in business. Because I really admire the way that you handle your business.
Thank you, sir. That's one of our main topics too. One of our main sections. We'll get to that in a minute. But yes. I think it's very important for us to understand from a man point of view that if you're going to have any self-esteem, it's predicated a lot on one's ability to manage their own situation and circumstance. It's very difficult to feel good about yourself if you're 45 years old still in mama's house. I don't know, you got to sneak your woman in the back door and wait till everybody goes to sleep. Shh, hush, baby, now you're 45 years old. So, so yes, we got to talk about business, and it's so easy, it's really easy in a conglomerate. It's easy when people come together to enhance each other in terms of business. I might not be able to come up with a down payment by myself of $100,000, but with 10 people with you, you can come up with $100,000. A lot of it has to do with trusting each other. A lot of it has to do with having the kind of documentation together that protects one another. And it just has to be fairness in the heart of people, and we can do anything we want. We can do anything we want together. You believe me when I tell you. When individuals can't do individual investments, there's mutual fund. I'm talking today about a business venture, and I told the fellow, if he's got the land, I got the money. Now, how are we going to work out the agreement? And my accountant said it sounded like 50-50, but we got a lot of talk about that. So then he's got to check to see, does he really own the land? So that's another thing. And then all you got to do is come up with the money, get your name on the deed, and use the land for collateral and build 22 units and sell the units before you finish building the building. So which means your money is already back before you even finish building the building, because people are buying into the place before you do it. So, and that's how it's done. And so if you want to mitigate the risk, you just put more people in it, and you lessen the risk of what you have. But the less the risk, the less profit. The bigger the risk, the bigger the profit if you're going to take it yourself. So, yeah, I agree with you. And I think another way of thinking about it is when we evangelize, which is going to be another section. If you evangelize young men who are out in the street making money nefariously and making money under great risk, and they come to the Lord Jesus Christ, and they already have 5 or 6 babies. They already been pulling in 2, 3, 4,000 a week, but it's all risk money. It's not going to last long. But you got to put them in a situation where they can make 2,000 a week long term instead of 4,000 a week short term. Don't know when you're going to get cut off, when you're going to jail. But a church that is going to reach for people like that and bring them in, you have to have some way, if it's even to be able to advise or to be able to refer. You have to have some sort of resource that helps to offset that financial situation, because if the financial situation is tenable, then somebody's going to draw them back into what we tried to get them out of. So yes, I agree with you totally there, and that's going to be a big subject of our conversation.